Hello everyone, welcome to another important topic on my channel, Grammar Made Easy. In this video we are going to talk about active and passive voice. I have decided to cover present simple, past simple and future simple tenses in this episode. It's really crucial to know two types of verbs before starting the topic. Some verbs are transitive while others are intransitive. Active sentences must have transitive verbs in order to be converted into passive form. Transitive verbs need an object to give a complete meaning. On the other hand, intransitive verbs do not take an object. Look at sentence number 1. She takes exercise daily. Takes is a transitive verb and exercise is the object here. In sentence number 2, the plane arrived at the airport. Arrived is an intransitive verb and it doesn't need an object to complete its meaning. At the airport is not an object, it is a prepositional phrase. Similarly, in sentence number 3, walked is an intransitive verb. For converting active sentences into passive sentences, there are certain general rules which are applied in all tenses. Subject takes the place of object. Past participle or third form of the verb is needed in passive form. Add by if required in sentences. Object takes the place of subject. Look at example number 1. He translates stories in English. He is the subject, translates, a verb, stories, an object. Stories are translated by him in English. If you look at stories, it has taken the subject place. Then we have already put here are because stories are plural. Translated, which is the past participle form of the verb, we have added by. He, which was the subject of active sentence, has become the object of passive sentence here, and we have added in English, which is given at the end of the sentence. In sentence number 2, she speaks English fluently. Students should differentiate between subject, verb and object in all sentences in order to convert them from active into passive voice. She speaks English fluently. She is a subject, speaks verb, and English an object. In the passive form, English, which is singular, will take is, third form of the verb or past participle. English is spoken by her fluently. The adverb will take the same place. The teacher punishes me. This is an object here, so it will go to the subject place. In the subject, me becomes I, and I should be followed in present tense, am, past participle form of the verb punished, by the teacher. In sentence number 4, Samsung sells electronics. Electronics is an object here, so it will go to the subject place, electronics. They are plural, so are. The past participle form of sell is sold, so electronics are sold by Samsung. I visit my grandparents on the weekend. My grandparents are visited by me on the weekends. It should be noted down by the students If a sentence gives a complete thought, then you can omit by plus object in the passive form. You can take this example. Farmers grow dates in Saudi Arabia. Dates is the object, so it will take the subject place. Dates are grown in Saudi Arabia. We have omitted by farmers here in this sentence. Why? Because it can give a complete meaning. The thought is completed here. So it's omitted because without farmers the meaning of the sentence is complete. Students should also note it down that in passive sentences adverbs and prepositional phrases stay in the same place. Adverbs, adjectives, and prepositional phrases can never be counted as objects. Negative and interrogative sentences in present simple tense. I do not read stories at night. Stories are not read by me at night. She doesn't speak Spanish. Spanish is not spoken by her. This is an interrogative sentence. Does she attend her lectures? Are her lectures attended by her? Do you mend shoes? Are shoes mended by you? Do you like green color? Is green color liked by you? Sometimes teachers ask the students to change passive sentences into active sentences. For that reason, I have included this slide. His teeth are brushed by him every day. If you look at this example, the helping verb are tells us that it is in present tense. The object will take the subject place and the subject will take the object place. He brushes his teeth every day. Look at number 2. She is loved by her mother. Her mother is the object here. It will go to the subject place. Her mother loves her. Look at number 3. Character is revealed by manners. This is the object. It goes to the subject place. Manners. As it is plural, therefore we do not need to add s or es with the verb. Manners reveal character. Look at sentence number 5. Is Muhammad surprised at this? Does this surprise Muhammad? Past simple tense. In past simple tense, we have the second form of the verb. She delivered the letter. This is the object. The letter was delivered by her. So as it is the second form of the verb or the past tense, that's why here in the passive form we need was or were after the subject. Look at sentence number 2. Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin in 1928. Penicillin is the object, so it will go to the subject place. Penicillin, as it is singular, that's why in the past we need was. Penicillin was discovered by Alexander Fleming in 1928. Look at sentence number 3. Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin. As we have omitted actually, I have given this sentence on purpose. Why? Because sometimes when we remove by and the subject of the active sentence from the passive form, it doesn't give complete meaning. For example, if I say penicillin was discovered, it means it doesn't give us complete meaning. We need to know who did it or when it happened. So penicillin was discovered by Alexander Fleming. This will be a complete thought. You should note it down. You can omit by Alexander Fleming from sentence number 2. For example, from this sentence, we can remove by Alexander Fleming because penicillin was discovered in 1928. So that's quite logical. It can give you a complete meaning. But if we say penicillin was discovered, it is an incomplete thought, which is incorrect. Look at the next example here. She gave me an apple. Actually, there are two objects. One is me and another one is an apple. This one is called indirect object and this one is direct object. How do we know that this is indirect or this is direct? Indirect objects have recipient role. They receive something. For example, this is the person who gets the apple. She gave me an apple. So there are two ways that you can convert it into passive form. Either you say, I was given an apple by her, or you say an apple was given to me by her. They made him king. Now this is the object. He was made king by them. We saw him going out. He was seen going out. You can add by us or you can remove it. Why? Because it can give you a complete meaning, as we have discussed in one of the examples there. We saw you and him. You and he were seen by us. You and he, because this him becomes he in the subject place. He allowed me to go. I was allowed to go. The sentence structure in this tense is we have subject, was or were, past participle, plus by, and an object. Negative and interrogative sentences. Look at sentence number 1 here. She didn't sing a song. A song was not sung by her. It's not very different. You guys just add not after the helping verb here. Was or were. According to the subject, you add not there and complete the sentence as you did it in affirmative sentences. The wind didn't blow down the trees. The trees were not blown down by the wind. Did he write stories in 1998? Were stories written by him in 1998? Did they learn English in their childhood? Was English learned by them in their childhood? Simple future. In future tense, we have the use of will. This is active sentence. People will forget it. So this is the object here. It will go to the subject place and it will take the same will which was given here in the active sentence and followed by be form of the verb. So it will be forgotten by people, the past participle. So this is the structure. It means we'll have subject, will be, plus past participle, plus by, and an object. I will never forget it. It will never be forgotten by me. This is an adverb of frequency and it should stay in the same place. We have to put it after will in the sentences. So whenever you have adverbs of frequency, it should follow will in future tense. The president will impose curfew in the whole country. Curfew is the object, so you write it here in the subject place. Curfew will be imposed by the president in the whole country. Someone will announce the news tomorrow. The news will be announced tomorrow. If you want to eat by someone, or if you do not write it, it doesn't matter, because once again the thought is complete here. The news will be announced tomorrow. Negative and interrogative sentences in future simple tense. Look at this. Hafsa will not help the man. So the man will not be helped by Hafsa. Travelers will not take the other route. The other route will not be taken by travelers. Bill will not invite Anne to the party. Anne will not be invited by Bill to the party, or Anne will not be invited to the party. If you do not want to mention who actually doesn't want to invite Anne, you can omit by Bill. Will they send you a bill next month? Will a bill be sent to you next month? Or will you be sent a bill next month? Thank you for watching. Good luck.